Good evening. Welcome back to The Witcher 2. I am excited to continue this. All right, I'll be there in a minute. I am excited to continue this story. There we go. At least Triss won't get all mad at us. Do I still... There's Raven's armor. Let's, before I begin here, let's equip everything that we had. Heavy leather trousers. It's the trousers, yeah. The herbalist gloves, which I think I got... Those sound familiar. I think those were from the first game. What else do we have? Boots. Worn, hardened leather boots. Nice. Cool. Now, before I jump back in, let me pour my wine. I'm still working on that Sin Zin, which is, just love that name. My guess is I'll probably finish this, actually, that's a pretty full bottle. Maybe the next session. Next session might be an uncorker. Still good. There's a little bit of oxidation there, but not too bad. Meet up with them. Ah! Nasty.
Any news from your secret informant?
The port's blocked. Some merchants have been held up for months.
Hey, dude.
What about roads through the forest?
Yorveth rules the forest.
Ooh, got a diagram. What was it to activate, which just says Z? Oh. Can't run. They're not going to let me run. So I got to walk to loot.
Can we go?
No.
You coming?
No. Alright, fine. Jeez,
Let's
Louise. Jeez, slave driver. I'm going as fast as I can, but y'all are walking faster than me.
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
Yorveth, maybe? I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back.
Yorveth sounds familiar.
I believe you had a hand in that.
Hear that?
We're gonna meet
I
Yorveth?
smell an elf.
An elf. Playing a flute. Oh, this is the guy from the cutscene.
That's...
Vernon Roach, Special Forces Commander for the last 4 years.
Loud.
Servant of the Temerian King. Responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills. Hunter of elves. Murderer of women and children. Twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Yorveth, a regular son of a whore.
Oh, that's Yorveth.
I've long awaited our meeting. Laid plans, set traps. And now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
Time limit.
A hired killer, true. But in all certainty, he is no Dwan.
Don't make a big deal of the race thing.
Yet race is the very reason we fight. We have pointed ears, yours are rounded. We are few, yet long-lived. Your kind multiplies like vermin, though thankfully expires quickly. Humans and elves alike, trying to prove one shape is better than the other. 400 years of killing over the mold of the Oracle.
We're here for the Kingslayer. I've heard enough of your plot.
The Kingslayer's among you. We've come for him.
Then our interests collide. The Kingslayer is under my protection, and I'll not hand over a guest.
Heard enough of your philosophy.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Squirtal again.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Enough of this piss!
Starley!
What?
Stars One warped.
Jeez, Vernon.
That ought to discourage them.
Way to throw the first punch there.
Are you alright?
Lovely.
Oh, she overdid it.
You should have charmed the archers. They're coming. Geralt, the spell's
Crap.
still working. Stay close.
Okay, I'm gonna start over because I missed that timed event there, and I'm wondering if I could have prevented
Geralt,
the violence
the spell's
there.
still working.
Oh shoot!
Stay close.
I'll just cut out the rest, the intervening stuff.
We need him alive. Know any useful spells?
Get his attention. I need to focus.
I'll try.
Climb down and we'll finish this. I await.
I don't think there was a non-violent
You're a man
option
without
there.
honor, Vernon Roach. An insect I'll not duel, but one that I will crush.
Seems like you spout the same old elven drivel.
What do you mean, Witcher?
I've seen your kind before. Proud and shay, sneaking around forests.
shade.
Helpless, yet masking that with acts of increasing cruelty.
It's not spelled like that.
I helped kill Roach's king. You call that helpless? Or would you call me a terrorist? No one will grant us our freedom, Witcher. We must win it for ourselves.
You're just another old elf in a young elf
Dang.
skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
All right, I'm gonna try that again. Last time. There might not be a non-violent solution here.
Where's your unit? Dispersed by a raiding party?
They're exactly where they should be. I assure you, no humans can surprise the Squirtal.
We need him alive.
Yeah.
Know any useful spells?
Get his attention. I need to focus.
I'll try.
Climb down and we'll finish this. I await.
Ha! You're a man without honor, Vernon Roach. An insect I'll not duel, but one that I will crush.
Seems like you spout the same old elven drivel.
What do you mean,
Man
Witcher?
definitely has an ego.
I've seen your kind before. Proud and shay, sneaking around forests. Helpless, yet masking that with acts of increasing cruelty.
I helped kill Roach's king. You call that helpless? Or would you call me a terrorist?
Yes, that's exactly
No one
what I
will
call
grant
you.
us our freedom, Witcher. We must win it for ourselves.
You're just another old elf in a young elf skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Squirtal again.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs? Triss, now!
Okay. Ah! Missed. Okay, so I guess there is no other option here.
Stars One warped.
That ought to discourage them. Triss, are you alright?
should have charmed the archers. They're coming.
They didn't give me the option, bro.
Geralt.
All right,
spell's
the
still
archers are
working.
coming.
Stay close.
All right.
Triss is spent, so no more butterflies. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Yeah, we're not going back to the boat. You kidding?
Get your hands off my ass.
Oh, get away!
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour or one of the commandos. I'm a woman.
I noticed.
I'm really sick.
At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
Not mine. Don't hurt the spell.
Come on, let's go.
One thing I do miss from the first game is the group attack.
Are you alright?
Yes. Fine.
The ability to strike multiple people at once.
What's happening? All I see are your boots.
Where the hell is that trading post?
I can't loot.
I think we'll make it. Wait. The barrier's waiting. Triss,
Be quick!
give me a bit more magic.
Trap.
Just a little. Geralt, kill them now!
Wait, what was the... I don't remember the button to cast... Oh no! Oh, there I can loot. Oh, there's the selection. Right, quick menu. Okay. What was it to cast? Q. Q. Okay, Q to cast.
Scoil solid sacking! Alarm! Squirrels! There's a mage among them! Ready yourselves!
You know each other?
Rather well, but he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Yorvith.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a Witcher.
Emir var Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Uh-huh. And the woman?
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard. There's also an inn and a brothel.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting. Take care now.
Bard. Wait,
Spice merchant.
don't tell me.
Did you say that?
Squirrels at our very walls.
Yorveth led them. I saw him with my own eyes.
Who are these blokes?
Hey, level up!
They're the ones
That's
the elves
just
were chasing.
bollocks.
Assault in broad daylight.
What about Marino? Where's the commandant when we need him?
Okay, go to the town square and watch
Shout
the
it yourself.
execution.
Dazzling ale and nonny.
Great. What do you want to bet it's Dandelion? How did I know?
Zoltan.
I knew!
Dandelion.
I knew it was them!
Just great.
What's the plan?
We improvise.
No killing.
We'll take care of this, Triss.
Geralt! Geralt! Over here! Help!
Yes, I can see you.
Look you there, non-Pete. Dog catcher.
Don catcher.
Find a way to release.
Step back, White One.
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous.
The charge is collusion with the Scoia'tael.
Dandelion, an elven spy?
The bard's hanging for debauchery.
What?
Of course
The
he is.
sentence was he's to hang for debauchery.
And a sentence is nothing to scoff
Jeez. Yeah, let's
Are
try to
you
get the crowd
serious?
on our side.
Listen here, people. Is profligacy now a punishable offense in the free kingdom of Temeria? Or are we in Nilfgaard?
And piss off, freak! Or you'll have me to deal with.
Good.
Think of the common folk, you're spoiling their fun.
Well, freak he may be, but he speaks true. Debauchery's one of my favourite pastimes, but I don't want a noose placed around my neck for pursuing it.
The soldier boys paid us a visit or two, though we didn't have much fun.
Away with you, Margot! Go back to your brothel.
Time to go? Fine. But hear this, people. He sure liked to parade about, but his Willie wouldn't come to attention.
Oh!
Stop the execution.
Burn.
Shut your trap. The singer's to hang, and he will hang. This is a decent town. Whores and witches notwithstanding.
Watch your words, guardsman! I don't know witches, but Margot's a decent woman!
Shut it, all of you! Or I'll not vouch for what I'll do.
Thinks he's tough, showing off his balls. Don't fret, people. I've seen the rot on them.
I'm warning you for the last time, Margot!
You wouldn't hit a lady.
You're no lady! Look here!
Oh, we're gonna fight.
With them.
Ka-cha!
Freak! Want to square with the others?
Oh, right in the groin.
Come on up! Got room for one more deviant? Look here out! Assaulted an officer!
Worthless officer.
Freak!
Can't even fight. Oh! That's not even a long drop either. God, that's an awful way to go. Was there no way to save the elf woman? I like how we just phased through Zoltan there.
What the hell is going on here? I said, what the arse fuck is going on?
Wow. This guy's got a mouth on him.
I'd like to report out of my sight, Clover. A few ploughing bandits and you can't even hang them. And you, stay calm, hands off your sword.
Oh, yeah?
Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
Law's on our side, I don't want to trouble her. Who are you?
You have no right to hang them.
Interesting. Because I'm the law in Flotsam.
I take issue with that.
Really?
Vernon Roach, officer of the king.
Well, well. Blue stripes. The non-human hunters.
Precisely. Anyone suspected of collaborating with the Scoia'tael falls under my jurisdiction.
I don't think this is going to
Dandelion,
work here.
What's he accused of?
He burned down a watchtower. What's your jurisdiction say to that? I thought so.
Is that true?
It might have looked that way, but I swear it wasn't my fault.
I'd rather give you a thief. Relax. I'm joking.
Oh, man.
We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time, mind you. Or we can come to an understanding.
Meaning?
Give me a minute, Richard.
I want to kill this guy. Can I kill this
Listen
guy?
here.
I want to kill this
You may
guy.
have heard rumours of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle. Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in this heinous murder. So you see, none of you can feel safe.
Oh, he knows how to incite a mob,
That is
doesn't
why
he?
today Wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency. Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
Nice show.
Nice speech.
Probably shouldn't
Might as well have said
poke them
outright
while
that
they're still
non-humans
got the noose
slew
around the
Foltest.
neck.
My subjects know exactly who their enemy is. Out in that forest, grow careless for a moment, and you're a dead man.
Whereas the non-humans here in town are all friendly.
Friendlier than the merciless bastards out there. We let the Scoia'tael inside, and they'll skin us alive. Just before
I mean, he's probably not wrong about that.
Here, even the slightest sense of safety
The
is an
hatred
illusion.
runs too deep.
We'll not succumb to it for a moment.
What about then?
They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their cases. The scaffold's no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home.
Or he's
Your
afraid
friends
I'll
are free
cut
for
him.
the time being, but they're not to leave town. Come after dusk. I'll be busy till then. There's one more thing.
Welcome to Flotsam, Witcher.
Well, your town's certainly living up to its name.
They were really going to hang us.
Yeah, they were.
I don't know. I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Mean to burn down that building.
We owe you, Geralt. Thank you.
Oh,
Time to at the
Zoltan.
tavern. Come on, Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And while we're at it, I'll tell you an edifying tale of local hypocrisy that conceals lechery neath a veneer of courtesy. Except nothing can hide the stench.
Indecent proposal. Go to Laredo's residence in the evening. Alright, what else do we have? A rough landing. Okay, these two I think are ongoing. These two are completed. The Assassins of Kings. Just outside Flotsam. Oh, this is going to be Dandelion's voice. Just outside Flotsam, Geralt saw Foltest's murderer once more. The assassin was in the company of Yorveth, the commander of a Scoia'tael unit. This was surely no coincidence, and as it would turn out later, the encounter was deliberately staged indeed. From that moment on, the Witcher began to wonder if he could use the Elven leader to get to the assassin. Indecent proposal. When the dust at the gallows had settled, Laredo invited Geralt for a talk. Even if we ignore the fact that Witchers, like troubadours, like troubadours and scholars, never refuse free board. It was an good occasion. That should be a good occasion. To feel out the commander. Geralt accepted the invitation. Did he, though? Did we, though? By the gods, string up sods. Cultural events are rare in the province. Thus, it is surprising that when a rarity like the hanging of collaborators takes place, the whole town turns out. And when in Nilfgaard, do as the Nilfgaardians do. Geralt and company proceeded without hesitation to the Scaffold Square to partake in the local entertainment. And at this point, I enter the scene. I, Dandelion, the unequaled, as described by some ladies, poet, lover, secret agent, friend and confidant of Geralt of Rivia, and at that moment a legal corpse with the noose around my neck. On the scaffold I was flanked by the dwarf Zoltan, and a friend of the Witcher, also a friend of the Witcher, and the elves whom I've never met before. As they say, a Rivian once volunteered for the scaffold, so a condemned criminal would not hang alone, but I had no desire to die. Geralt had to find a way to free me, especially since I was Roach's aforementioned informer. The Witcher is a frank, straightforward man. Without much forethought, he chose to the direct solution. He thrashed the guards and then tackled the executioner. Yeah, he did. Saved by Geralt, I breathed a sigh of relief while Zoltan wiped sweat from his brow. The world would keep the greatest of its living poets. There was no end to the greetings, and that's when I learned about the events which had brought Geralt and his company to Flotsam. As a well-informed man, I could aid them in their search, thereby repaying my debt of gratitude. Fantastic. All right. Well, we need to go.
Notice board. Might find something interesting here.
A what? And they're both dead. Sorry, y'all. Jeez. Yeah, that's not really surprising. I mean, the whole short drop thing is a really slow and miserable way to die. Very, very common in medieval times. This is quite disconnected from our world, but it feels very medieval to me, so it's not surprising. All right, I guess we'll go into the tavern.
What?
Hey, dude.
I expected that.
A pleasure to see you. I believe we met in Vizima.
Just don't start any
Lydia?
wars. Peace and quiet. Get it?
Of course. Sure.
I've got my eye on you.
Hey, we didn't start it, but we sure as hell finished it. Oh, ha, ha. Oh, I picked up that, that is a rotten-looking apple. 28 gold? For 28 orange? Jeez, look at that. It's like moldy and crap. And a stubby little rotten cucumber, a fish head, old cheese, plum. God, must all the food look like it's... I mean, this is Flotsam, I guess. Alright. Oh, wait, no. I do have stuff to sell. Will she buy armor? She will. I'm surprised at that. Alright. Okay, so I have... it's based on weight rather than inventory slots. So that's more realistic. I like that. 158 out of 300. We've got Witcher's Silver Sword, a crafting diagram, but I already have a silver sword. So... I don't think I'm gonna need that. Oh, it's a quest item. Oh, okay. So there's a quest that involves that. Alright. Why don't we sit down? Talk to these folks.
Damn, that was close. Innkeep! Vodka!
Can I slap him?
Yes, Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold.
Lice
Just
eat me.
a little pale.
Magic takes its toll,
Love
but I'll be
that.
all right. Good to see you and your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion,
God, he's
calm
like a
down.
schoolboy.
You'll choke on your liquor.
What's with the wedding?
No wedding, Zoltan.
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be pop-in-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this.
Yeah, we
got
kind of
to
screwed that whole
Manhattan
thing up,
a week
didn't we?
after the Grandmaster died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakau's, and as a gift for Eudora, a jade stone as big as my fist.
You were broke as a joke by the time
think he's
Dandelion threw me
exaggerating.
a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup. It was a
Ew.
They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slop 2 full bowls of the shite. Old
Oh,
goat.
that sounds horrible.
His mind caves in on his head.
I want to select... There we go. Have you joined the Scoia'tael, Zoltan? I don't think he would join the Scoia'tael.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
I believe him. I feel bad asking that. Dandelion, since when have you worked for Roach?
Since when have you worked for Roach?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
Kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world.
That's true.
As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
It'd be challenging to live on the arts.
You play the spy a bit, get bored, and drop it. You know how he is.
Should we tell him about the dragon or just ignore it completely? Nah, let's tell him about the dragon. Let's exhaust our conversation here.
The dragon. Well, the dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where
He's
did the
not much of a storyteller.
We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure.
Triss, tell us what happened after I was arrested.
Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbolt and Count Mariville, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
No mages around to cool things down?
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbolt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me.
Wow,
and the
what a
food
dick.
Was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
Was there any resolution?
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No. It ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
During the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette Lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Well, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war.
Yeah.
Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart as sorceress holds a significant stake.
That's enough politics.
I think I've heard enough about politics.
Now about the king.
Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute. What were you doing there?
I was protecting
fighting
the king.
alongside him.
After the first attempt,
He's his
Foltest
bodyguard.
began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off,
I'm really
then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yorvith's Scoia'tael were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Yet another.
I'm surprised Geralt didn't pick up on how...
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
I'm surprised Geralt didn't pick up on anything weird with that monk, because, like, it was pretty obvious that guy was, like, not right. Whoa! Is this one of those, what are they called? The octopus thing? Who be this? Was it a Zoogle? Was that what it was called?
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
It's a hell of a thank you.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Apparently.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Don't make me punch you.
I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish.
Shut
the beast
up.
near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
Butt out. Skosek's alive, isn't he? Or tell me about this monster.
Sozek's alive.
Screw this guy.
And nowhere near the depths.
He's not going to tell us
Monster
anything.
vanished without a trace.
You best take her seriously, lest you vanish without a trace.
Get out of my face, or I'll kill you.
Whining. Get out of here.
Ah, as ever. It's the common folk that get ploughed. Come on, lads.
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Karen, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Oh, that was an awkward pause there.
How long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kayran was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species, to throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too. But enough of these
sorcerer's
pleasantries.
burn.
Tell me, Geralt. You saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kayran emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf.
Cedric.
Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witches' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh, okay. So, need to talk to the merchants on the waterfront. Wait, did I get any other new... I've got the Kayran here. What about the monstrosity of Flotsam? Well, Geralt heard that there was a beast that had attacked a man on the pier. Driven by professional curiosity, he went to investigate. Indeed, it was as the people had said. The unlucky victim lay on the pier. A riled crowd surrounded him and was commenting on the events. Among the onlookers stood a sorceress. Was it Sheil? I think that was her name. Sheila? I'm just going to say Sheila. Sheila de Tenserville. God, these names. The Witcher and the Sorceress exchanged but a few words before she asked Geralt for help in hunting down the dangerous beast. First, they need to identify the species. An elf named Cedric was said to have the most knowledge about the local wildlife. Okay. Sorceresses never do anything out of the kindness of their hearts for the simple reason that they have... stones instead of hearts. There's a few misspellings in here that are getting me. And also wine. Sheila said she had enough talking and wouldn't lift a finger against the monster until the price of the contract was set. The artless Witcher would never have thought to do things that way, but since a sorceress lifting her finger can be a mighty helpful thing in any situation, particularly ones that involve killing huge monsters, our hero went to haggle with the merchants at the harbor. All right. Wow. Yeah, this is the one we gotta follow, it looks like. Whoops. Am I not following? Oh, I have to double click, okay. There we go. Hey, lady! Ah, fine.
No
Hey, dude.
offense, but you're scaring my customers away.
You're scaring your customers away. Putting your fire out. Go light it yourself. Hey,
We
piggy.
met in Vizima, remember? How are you?
We met in Vizima. Did we now?
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls.
That sucks.
But the monster's a possibility.
The sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Double the fee and I'm in, or get back to me when you've had enough of Flotsam. Where's our advance?
Have it your way. But if the sorceress fails, you'll be stuck here with your goods till winter. Your losses would be far higher than the cost of hiring me. See you.
Wait a minute there.
Thought
no
that would
need
work.
to get cross. Time is coin. I understand that very well. If your participation
Time
will
is
expedite
coin
the matter,
indeed.
so be it. We'll add 2 fistfuls of orans, though our pouches will be empty.
Give me an advance. It's just like, not even give me, it's like, gimme. Give me an advance. Fine.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably.
Cedric.
He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
Alright. Well, we're gonna have to talk to Cedric. I thought we already knew. Do we have a new phase going here? Oh, here we go. Passing along the waterfront, the Witcher approached a merchant who was willing to pay for the beast to be slain. Geralt never liked haggling, but he did it often on account of his profession. So he managed to agree to a good price. Alright, so, I need to talk to Cedric.
We're out of mutton.
Oh no, I'm not talking to a freak.
Wait a minute.
Be off, or I'll call the guards.
What do you want me to do?
People!
Get a sheep.
The mutant's pursuing me!
We should send for Laredo.
People! The mutant's pursuing me! People! The mutant's pursuing me! People! I'm afraid!
Oh, okay. Don't do that. Don't pull your sword out in town. Well, I mean, in the first one, they didn't even let me do that. I didn't think that would work.
For practice. Just keep stacking.
Is he still gonna mouth off to us?
People!
Yeah,
The
he is.
mutant's pursuing me!
At your service.
What, damn it?
Yeah.
Cedric. Where is Cedric? Cedric. Go to Laredo's residence in the evening. It's not the evening. Oh, wait! I can meditate. Oh, I got some things to level up here. Cool. Got a hardiness. I can't level that up again? Okay. Parrying. Unlocks the ability to parry blows from all directions. Okay. Oh, I've got both the hardiness upgrades already. Okay. Vigor regeneration while out of combat, plus 25%. Arrow redirection. That could come in handy. Ah, vigor regeneration during combat. Yes. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We've got... Oh, these are locked. Right, they did say we had to attain a certain level to unlock those, so... Okay, what now? That'll do. Let's meditate until... What was it? Oh, crap! Oh no, the game just crashed. Ah! Like, came out of nowhere. Alright, saved. I think it said after dusk, right? In the evening. Okay, not at night, in the evening. So, let's bring up the meditation menu. I'm just gonna meditate right in the middle of the road. Alright. Let's go to Laredo's residence in the evening. Here we go. Laredo. I have to talk to the guards.
Laredo wanted to see me.
Commandant's busy. Come back after dusk.
What? No, who's this kid?
Laredo wanted to see me.
Commandant's busy. Come back after dusk.
Kid's following me. Ah, just like The Witcher, just like the first game.
Witcher!
Yeah, okay, kid. Ah, fine. There we go. Late enough for y'all?
Laredo wanted to see me.
Commandant's busy. Come back after dusk.
It's like... night. Okay, let's wait until midnight. I swear to God, if he says he's to come back after dusk at this point. There we go.
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
And I'll kill you if it gets
Wait,
damaged.
Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
I would have let him talk. That guy, I mean...
With these cunts, Laredo can protect the port from a drunk lumberjack.
Whoa!
Let alone
Roach,
your
okay.
He succeeded so far, Roach.
The port is rotting away and this a ballista! The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, we're familiar.
An experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
Weren't you there?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be
Maybe
at
he wasn't
Laredo's
there.
mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Find a way to disable the ballista. Okay.
Haven't had this good a time in ages. To protect people from the Scot.
Don't you traipse around here.
Okay.
Don't you traipse around here.
Okay.
That one struts about as if
What
he
we
was the
do?
king himself.
I don't like strangers.
What do you need, ugly?
Ugly?
Ugly.
Well, you ain't exactly handsome.
But?
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies.
Do they really?
You're ugly something mighty. Care for a romp?
Can't just now, but I'll find you later.
No, kind of busy.
What's your name?
Margarita.
Of course it is. They're gonna name a drink after you one day.
I wanted to surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
Strump up there and be all like, "Hey, baby, why don't you come over here to the bushes? Then I can smashy. I mean, smashy the ballista. Not you two. I mean, your specialty."
Just go with your specialty.
All right, it'll be my standard rate.
Draw him away from the ballista while you're at it.
Slap me hard and call me stupid. Trying to put one by me? That'll cost you more.
How's that?
Surcharge on special requests. Those are the rules.
You should have known.
Think it over.
I'm willing to pay. Any other way I could convince you?
A favor for a favor?
There is one thing you could do for me.
And that is?
Myron and Alphonse. 2 of Laredo's thugs. Give him a good thrashing, and I'll even blow...
I stirred up enough trouble as it is during the execution.
No need to stir trouble. Just humiliate them some ways.
Consider it done.
Myron and Alphonse.
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Not just yet.
No? How do I teach them a lesson?
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Oh, defeat Myron and Alphonse at arm wrestling. There's Myron.
I don't like freaks.
And I don't like oafish no-necks.
Oh!
What do you want?
Snap!
Mutant?
Let's arm wrestle.
To try my luck.
Probably gonna screw this up, aren't I?
Crush you, mutant.
Save the boasting till later. Let's do this.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Keep the indicator in the yellow field. The yellow field reaches the end. How do I...
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the commandant's
How
provided
do I...
it all.
Oh,
True.
I have to move... Okay.
Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not let him
by moving the
for
mouse,
less
okay.
than 10 orens.
Ah, yeah. I won.
I hate mutants like you.
I won.
I know.
Sucker.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Is this Alphonse there?
What you want, old man?
Old man? I'll show
I was looking
you,
to
old
test my
man.
strength. Arm wrestling.
What do I stand to gain?
Nothing, because I'll thrash you.
And if I win?
You'll have beat a witcher, so I guess that gets you bragging rights.
Are you that good, old fella? The Grey Wolf?
Sure.
All right. Let's begin.
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Loser.
Damn the dogs! The old man got me. I need to eat.
Old
Up a
man.
bit.
I guess Geralt is
good a time in ages.
kind of old, but he doesn't look that
You know
old.
this one. A little lad was skipping down the path.
Oh.
Plough-all,
Greetings.
plough-all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse.
All right.
Plough-all.
How is that,
Oh, you
Margarita?
are fucked.
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Yes.
Of course.
All right. I'm off to give the boys some
I feel like we could have just
diversion.
said yes.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish dump.
Care for a little diversion, brave one?
Haven't had this good a time in
Come on.
That's true.
Comrades
You know
are
this
well
one.
at it, having
A
their
little
fun.
lad was skipping
Why
down
should
the
you be any
path.
worse?
Plough-all, plough-all.
Right. Let's
Along
go.
came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough-all, plough-all. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten scum. Plough-all, plough-all. Do that again, and I'll fuck your mum. Plough them all.
You've had your song.
Beautiful.
Care for some real diversion?
Himself.
Okay, that's all I had to do.
That one struts.
I feel like that'd be really
with the king
easy to
himself.
fix.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
Company Vernon Roach. Okay, Vernon Roach a company.
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
I'm guessing we're not just giving up.
Yes?
What now?
Do we wait until the honorable lady is done with the venerable hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
Yeah, probably not the best place to chat up.
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
Oh, do you now?
An offer? Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
He's being facetious. Maybe.
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Out with it.
Our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
That works.
Soldier, report to me immediately.
I like how they just immediately like, okay.
What do you want?
Shut it, soldier. Have respect for your superiors or spend the rest of your life on the king's galley.
Crap.
Apologies, sir. I didn't realize.
As I see it, the entire garrison could use a lesson in discipline.
You know how I am with sneaking. I was gonna knock this guy out mid-whiz. Guess so. Locked. Great. It's locked. Ah! So we didn't have to knock him out, I guess. Taking those 50 orens, thank you very much.
You forget who you're dealing with, Commandant.
You must think me an idiot.
I cannot help myself. You take guardsmen off the streets to guard carpets, fabrics, and spices pilfered from merchants. Do you have any grasp of the responsibility that rests with you?
Don't teach an old man to piss, sorceress. I've ruled Flotsam for years.
Flotsam is ruled by a fear of Yorveth. That fear rules even you.
I've made my demands perfectly clear.
Like a crying babe deprived of its rattle. In time, Commandant, they'll hang you by the neck from a roadside tree like a regular bandit. And rightly so, for you're no better.
Your time will come too, sorceress. They'll pile kindling at your feet.
Enough. Fear has confused you. Think over what I said and give your answer before it's too late.
They never look up, do they? It's down that way. Nothing? Nothing in here? This looks very important. There's nothing? Guess not. Okay. Can you see me in the moonlight? Stay behind the barrier. Taking some timber.
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off.
Whoa! Where did he come from?
I was looking.
He just like there was nobody there. He just like faced through the wall. What the heck? That's what we'll do. That'll work.
In Flot.
What am I stepping on that's making noise? Oh, it's a bucket. There's a bucket here. Okay. New course of action here. I hate how the camera angle shifts. There we go. That'll do. That will do. Can't get in there. Alright. Give me that stuff. I'm looting all your stuff. What was his name? I don't remember his name. Not important. All I know is he's loaded. Ooh. Trap door. What could be down here, I wonder? Ah, it's locked. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's watchmen up here. Go back and talk to Roach. Oh. Did we find what we're looking for? Okay, are we still going to talk right out here in the open? This seems like a really stupid place to talk.
Didn't like him from the start.
Laredo's storing valuable gifts from the merchants right here.
And I have them now.
He may be expecting you to attack.
That's not all.
I overheard the Commandant talking to Sheila. I couldn't pinpoint the topic of their conversation, but it seems to me he's angling for something.
We'll see what he has to say.
Of course he is.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one.
Oh, hey, dude.
No passage.
No passage. None shall pass.
Go in. They await you.
Where are we to go? I'd hardly call this a hut.
You, you, sir, cannot enter. We've been ordered to let in the Witcher, but no one else.
Son of a bitch. Fine. He wants to play hard, we'll play hard.
I don't want any trouble. I'll call for support.
No need. Tell Laredo I got the message.
See you, Roach.
You've had your song.
Wow.
Prepare for some real
The man has a little bit of wisdom there.
No passage.
You no pass your face. Oh, I literally no passage. None shall pass.
Here to see the Commandant.
We have business to discuss.
Good luck. He's in a foul mood.
Why?
We'll talk another time, and
Can I punch him,
definitely
please? Let me punch him in the face. I mean, he hasn't really done... I was gonna say he hasn't really done anything that makes me want to kill him yet, but he kind of has.
Finally!
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here.
Oh, honorable
and the law
man.
needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
Oh, that's no way to talk about your lovely Flotsam. It's my business, or nothing specific, or Should we be honest with this guy? I don't like this guy. I think this guy is sleazy. I think this guy is a liar. I think he's gonna betray us at some point. But if we don't tell him anything, like, I don't think he's gonna buy that we're not here for any specific reason. And I don't think he's gonna accept if we just say, that's my business. So why don't we choose that one?
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Laredo, then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
Yorveth's not my target, or why don't you trust Roach? Well, no way he doesn't trust Roach.
The Kingslayer. That's who I want.
Piece of crap.
Huge man, pretty hard to mistake.
Not Roach.
Was it
This
him?
guy's a piece of crap.
Yeah, he killed Foltest. Now he's sneaking around these woods.
In that case, we'll get him too. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
I don't want to get involved in that, but you only have yourselves to blame. I don't think that's particularly true. Partially, maybe. Bandits deserve no mercy. I mean, that's true too, but the Scoia'tael sell... I don't know, to call them bandits. I mean, the hatred between the Scoia'tael, between non-humans and humans, runs deep. It's not a black and white issue. I don't think they're all horrible on either side. But I also don't think it's going to be very easy to prevent them from fighting. So I think for right now, so we don't stick our nose in it, I'm just going to go with I don't want to get involved.
A local conflict. None of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
After they attacked us.
We were attacked.
Yeah.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks.
I'm a mutant.
I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other.
He is a human.
But fighting a war. And
He's
you, my friend,
human, but a human
cannot
nonetheless.
straddle the fence.
And the non-humans in Flotsam, or get to the point, Laredo. Let's inquire.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure,
Yeah, that's not wrong.
they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
This is sounding a lot like Like it's got some parallels to our world. So what are you gonna do? Lock them all into one space? I mean, they did that in Vizima. Look how that turned out. Treat them better and they'll show you loyalty. I mean, that is true. That is absolutely true. If you treat a group of people with respect, human or no, within the confines of this world, they're far more inclined to show you loyalty and respect. If you keep punishing them and pushing them, of course they're going to go to Yorveth.
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
It's not how I would have put it.
Humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a Scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourably at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters.
Can't say I don't understand that.
I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
But untrue, just I mean, he is a racist. He absolutely is. I mean, most humans are in this world, but I mean, I don't like that, but I mean, I do understand where he's coming from with regard to the whole holding a grudge thing. I mean, that happens all the time in warfare. But and he's absolutely racist. But I don't really feel like poking him right now is the best course of action.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
A barge? Or what should I do?
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as
their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake and Bernard Laredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarves will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending
Your
to a
words
problem
make
we
sense,
have.
but
A beast.
the mouth they're coming out of.
The Kairan has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kairan and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
There must be a reward on Yorveth's head. What's it up to these days? Or I'll see what I can do. It's a deal. Sorry, no deal. Why don't we just kind of... No, let's just say I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to seek a reward for Yorveth right now until I've at least heard his side of the story.
I'll talk to Zoltan.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Farewell.
Though, I think we already kind of have an idea of where he stands. So, let's leave Laredo's estate.
Haven't had this good a time in
Let's
ages.
see, let's talk to... I have to leave the estate entirely.
Down the path. Plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse.
I think we need to talk to Vernon.
Oh, you arse bastard. Don't forget your blade.
Yeah, give me my crap. Ah! Re-equip it all. Alright. I have to talk to Cedric. And Cedric is on board the... Whoa, that was cool. Oh. Okay, he's not on board the ship. He's in town.
I tell him.
However,
your pouch.
we'll,
Your pouch and your life.
What did he say?
We're going to have to leave it at that for tonight. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of The Witcher 2. This is... I'm having a blast with this. Things are really... things are starting to kind of piece together in Flotsam here. It's the lovely little town of Flotsam. And next time we'll talk to Cedric and get an idea of how we can deal with the Karen that is torturing the town here. At any rate, thank you for joining me for The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, and I will see you next time for part 3. Have a good night.